Welcome to another episode of Just Us. My name is Milton.
And I'm Felicia.
Welcome back, y'all.
Welcome you guys back to Just Us, Milton and Felicia. This is exciting because Christmas is over.
Christmas is over.
Christmas is over, you guys. I can't believe how fast that went. That went pretty quickly.
Pretty rapid like birthdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. It went pretty quickly, and so we are filming this right before the New Year's start. So just a disclaimer and a FYI, on next Wednesday we usually have a video for the Roll Effect podcast, which is New Year's Eve. We will not have a video for New Year's Eve. We will resume after New Year's just because we're going to be spending time with family and doing some things. So this is going to serve as our New Year's, but we will come on and say Happy New Year's on New Year's Day, right?
And hopefully you spending quality time with your family as well, and much needed time to relax.
Yes, much needed time to relax.
Yeah. For
sure. So how you been?
I've been pretty good, looking forward to the new year, looking forward to restarting some things, so I'm just mostly concentrating on that and going hard for 2026. But
yes.
how about yourself? I know we've been under the weather a little bit off and on, but
it's been crazy, you guys, because on not New Year's, on Christmas Eve, I was in the hospital because I didn't feel well, and I was like, I think I better go get checked out, which I'm very glad I did because my blood pressure was like over 200. And so it was pretty severe with that, and I was not good at all. But so Christmas Day, I was in the bed pretty much all day. No energy, no nothing. Actually, I haven't been outside yet. I think I'll go out a little bit today, just because I got to go back to work tomorrow, so I haven't really had fun.
No, but you had much needed rest, probably.
Probably so.
And of course, I had to play Mr. Nurse.
Yes.
So,
which she's always good with. So.
Sometimes we need to take care of ourselves first, and then everything else. That's just how it is.
Yes. Yes.
So keep that in mind come 2026, 2027.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So we thought today that we would talk about, since New Year's is just it's here. Next week we're in 2026.
It's knocking on the door.
It is knocking at the door. And so we thought that maybe today we will give you our ins and outs. What we're taking into 2026 and what we're leaving in 2025. We don't really do the resolution kind of thing, because I feel like when you do the resolution, it's just for that beginning of the year, and then it just tapers off and it's no longer a thought anymore. So the ins and outs for us, and I'm assuming I'm speaking for you as well,
for the Roll Effect,
is more of lifestyle changes and something that we're gonna implement for a lifestyle, it's a life-changing focus pretty much.
Yeah.
So what we want you to do first, have you subscribe to the channel. We want you to like this episode. We want you to comment on this episode. We want you to subscribe to this episode, and please share this episode.
Right.
Again, this is Just Us with Milton and Felicia that comes on every Sunday at 3 p.m. And the Roll Effect podcast, where we pretty much just talking about life and things in general, comes on every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And for 100 days, we're doing a devotional every morning at 6 a.m. Now, if you're not listening to the devotional, I don't know what you're doing. Because this devotional is so fire right now, and it will change it will change your life. It will it will make you think about a lot of things. And so I think it is worth looking at every month. I mean, listening to. It's just the audio.
Right. But it is food for the spirit, the mind, and the soul, in my opinion.
For sure.
Each one of those you can take and receive and get something from it.
Yeah.
And just kickstart your day. I just think it's just a wonderful thing.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
Yeah.
So we want you to consider subscribing and listen every morning. We did it at 6 a.m. And it's just an audio version. So when you're getting dressed, ready for work, just listen to it. It's going to bless your life. And it's going to change your mindset for that morning to something more positive and just something that you can think about throughout the day. It has questions to think about. And then it has a prayer at the end. So it's going to bless your life. So consider subscribing and listening to that every morning at 6 a.m. And we're on like day 28. So we're moving on up. And if you're behind, just start from one. Yes.
Episode 1 and move on.
Yes.
You know. You could cover probably 10 of those in no time.
Yes, absolutely. They're short, very short. So less than 3 minutes. So
but I think they're real meaningful. So I would definitely consider it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our ins and outs. I think we're gonna talk about first our outs. We're going to talk about the outs because...
The outs of 2025.
The outs of 2025.
The baggage that we don't want to drag into 2026. We don't want to
drag this into 2026. We don't want no parts of...
2025 into
2025 into 2026. So you want to start with one of yours that you want to do?
I'll give one of mine real quick.
Okay.
Let's see.
You're out.
Okay. Let's go with out with just doing enough.
Yeah.
In this economy, the economy ever since 2020, I would say, doing enough sometimes is just not enough. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to do extra and beyond in order to set standards, and basically, that's what I'm looking at. Just not doing enough. And I'm just not talking about one area. I'm talking about do more in work, do more in your relationship, do more in how you love, how you approach things. What is your
out again? What is the out?
Oh, my out is, I'm sorry. My out would be just I'm out with doing just enough.
Okay, you're out. Okay, because I was.
I'm gonna be beyond.
Okay, you're
extra.
Out. He jumped the gun because he started talking about your end.
That's right.
So,
right.
So we're talking about your out. So your out is you're not going to do just enough to get by.
That's right.
You're going to do more.
Absolutely. Thank you. I got it all twisted, but I appreciate you taking care of that because I can talk a lot. But thank you.
Okay, one of my outs definitely is pouring more into other people than I pour into myself. So I'm out with pouring into, not that I'm not going to pour into people, but I like to please people and make people happy. And there's nothing wrong with that unless you're not doing that for yourself. So out with just pouring, just filling up people's cup. Mm-hmm. I think we talked about this in an episode before. It's okay to fill the cup, but sometimes you need to just put it halfway so they'll figure out how to fill the rest.
That's good.
And so I think that's a lesson even for myself that I'm learning, that God gives us the desires of our heart within His will and within His purpose for our lives, but we have to act. We have to do things. And so I know that I have to be, He has to use me in a way that is sufficient for His purpose. And so I can't be that for someone else, the guide for others. So that's one of the things I'm gonna pour it half full and let you figure out how to do the rest.
I think that's good because I think we tend to probably get in God's way.
Yes.
Of what He wants to do. He has
Yes.
to deal with us differently.
Yes.
You know, just like raising children, you may have to deal with one way and deal with one the other way in order for them to get it.
Yes.
So I think it kind of goes along with that, and we want to be very careful of that, you know, so that it don't drain our resources or whatever, and then it's a waste of time, and you find out later God is working with that person.
Yeah. Because
that you're pouring too much into.
Yeah, because we can't fix everything, you know, for people, our children, our coworkers, whomever it may be that you pour so much into. And so I've learned really in 2025 is that I cannot be the fixer.
Mm-hmm. Or the enabler.
Or the problem solver. God is that.
Right.
And so
we have to allow
that's
room.
one of the things for me. So
because you fill that glass up, you don't allow any room.
No room is left for God to do what He needs to do. So that's one of mine. Another one of yours for outs.
I think this one I modified a little bit, but out with just inviting anybody at my table.
Yes. Yes.
Of my circle. I mean, just because you want to belong does not mean you belong at the table.
Right.
And I got to be very careful of that because I'm a people's person. I'll pull you in, and the next thing you know, you figure out this wasn't right. So you got to be very careful of who you invite to your table.
Yes.
You know, no matter what. So that's one of my outs, definitely.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah,
I think that's really good. I have a book, and if you don't know, I love books. But I have a book that says, don't allow the enemy to have a seat at your table. And it's not that everybody is an enemy, but you get to choose who sit at your table. And that's not in the literal sense of the table. That's just inviting people into your lives who does not
serve you well.
Yeah.
Right. They may be undercover haters. Because, you got people that just want to belong because of what you can do for them.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
And then when that changes, then you really find out. But you want to find out before that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You definitely want to analyze and that's in relationships too. You want to really deeply know that person, inner man.
Yeah. It's important to know all seasons because it tells you the strength of a person. So you want people in your life who's going to be there for every season. Like when it gets hard, I pull you, you pull me.
Right.
We work together, we help each other. And if you don't have someone in your life that's doing that for you and they're more of taking, and again, you pouring more than they pouring. Right. Then I feel like that's what you're saying.
And it seems like you wanted more for them to get it right than they wanted more to get it right. Because you're doing most of the work.
Yeah, yeah. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's very exhausting.
So when you pull and take, then you leave somebody empty.
Yeah.
So that's a
good one.
Yeah.
Another one of mine would be living within my means. Living within my means. You guys, I promise you what 2025 has taught me. Oh my goodness, I could write a book. I promise you.
I think that's the number one for a lot of people.
What 2025 has taught me is I have to do things better. I have to think about money differently. I have to handle things a little bit differently. I can't always get what I want when I want it. And I can't be this emotional spender. I have to see that it means something for me to just purchase it or travel or whatever. It's like live within our means. Budget. Get you an emergency fund because, you guys, there will be emergencies. I think 2025 and just to kind of elaborate a little bit, for 2025, it seemed like Milton and I have just been hit constantly. Boom, 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 boom. Like, it's been so crazy that it's like, I'm thinking, like, oh my goodness, are we doing something wrong? Like, da 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 da. And it was crazy because I was reading one of the devotional, and it specifically said what I was thinking. And I'm like, God will give you the answers. I'm telling you, he will just give you the answers if you just open to hear and a heart to receive. You will hear, because it said that sometimes we think when we go through things that it's a punishment, that God is punishing us. Mm-hmm. But that's not the reason. It's so that he can realign you to where he needs you to be, because you're so comfortable where you are. And he's like, no, this is not where you are. So he keeps, doing certain things to align us. And it seemed like it's just a hit after hit after hit. But when I read that, I'm like, it's that tug, it's that nudge, it's that push for you to be in a different area and have a different mindset in your mind of what you need to do. For Milton and I, we're both giving people. We give a lot to others, and we don't really expect anything in return. We just giving people. That's who we are. And sometimes it's to our detriment. It's like, it just rips us. And for me, it's been, Milton basically has been like, it's been one of those things where his first thing was not allowing people to sit at his table. That's one of the reasons, because he's so trustworthy of certain people, and they don't have the good intentions that he has. And so we've been paying the price for those things, and we just have to be just more mindful, but more prepared. And I feel like God is saying, okay, I got your attention now, so now I need you to be prepared. Mm-hmm. Like, prepare yourself, because there will be rainy days, and I don't think we was prepared for the hit after hit, the blow after blow. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's one of the things, is like, find the budgeting factor and stay within your means. And when it's time to branch off and do what you want to do, the things that you want to do, then those resources will be there. God will do that. You take care of his business, he'll take care of your business. That's right. Period.
Have a relationship, definitely.
Absolutely.
That's where it starts.
Yes.
But that's kind of ironic that you would say that, because my next one is out with having limited resources. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And basically what you said, you have to prepare, you have to work hard, you have to be disciplined. You can't just do things because it feels good. And I think a lot of times you get in trouble with that. Yeah. Now, it's okay if it feels good if you got plenty. Yes. So that's the focus. Don't just go out there on the whim. Don't go on lavish vacations and know when you get back, you ain't got no bill money. Yeah. Stuff like that. Yeah, for sure. So you gotta recourse. I think he makes it hard so you can change courses. Yes. So you don't run down the wrong path and continue to do something. Yeah. So something has to get your attention. Something has to get your attention. Right. And I think it's just one of those things for 2025 for us. It opened our eyes. When I tell you it opened our eyes, we are different creatures because of 2025. But I'm okay with that, because it opened my eyes to see a lot of things that I really wasn't looking at too much. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't thinking about things like I should have. But God is like, no, I'm going to push you. This is going to be uncomfortable. He's a course changer. Yeah. I like that. This is going to be uncomfortable for you, but I got to do this. Right. I got to do this. And you know what is so crazy is that when you start doing what God wants you to do, the enemy loves to attack. So the enemy will attack you. If he can't get you, he'll get your kids. If he can't get your kids, he'll try to get your parents or your family or whatever. We have to be just
we got to stay in that word. And so that's one of my ends.
You got to be anchored down.
Anchor down. This is one of my outs. My out is basically saying yes to things that does not serve me. Saying yes to things that does not serve me is out. It's out. If it does not serve me, it's a no. I am no longer saying yes to things that do not serve me. It doesn't make sense. And I don't want to be in a situation where we having conversation, and because somebody thinks this is a brilliant idea, then I'm like,
caught up in the web.
Okay, no. If it does not serve me and my household, it's a no. It's a no. And this is not to say that I'm going to say no to everything, but it is, we're going to have to really give it thought, because I don't want to live from check to check. We don't have a God that wants us to be that way. He has everything. And if we don't know how to get it, receive it, and do what he wants us to do with what he's given us, it's like a bag with a hole in it. You're just going to lose it. You're just going to lose it, because he comes first, and we have to think about those things and make sure we prioritize things. So for me, it's going to be a no. If I don't see it, it's a no.
That's a good word for probably 85% of the people in America. And that's good, because we've had more yeses over the years than no's.
Yes.
It didn't benefit us.
No. No.
So you have to look at, you said if it doesn't benefit you, it ain't gonna happen. It's a no, right?
It's a no.
So when you say that, here's my next 2025 out.
What was that?
Out with things that no longer works. Y'all, we ain't even exchanged notes. But I'm just saying, that's just how things work when you connect it.
Yes.
She just mentioned what I have, but in a whole nother way.
Yeah.
Out with things that no longer work. If this is how you've been going, this is what you've been doing, and it ain't been working in 5 or 10 years, you need to be out with it.
Yes.
Stop doing things that don't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't take you that long to know whether it's going to work or not. We just have to redirect.
Yes, for sure.
So that you ain't wasting time. But
sure.
That is one of my outs.
Yeah.
Out with the things that don't work.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time and energy.
Yeah. Yeah. My last out is, no, I have 2 more. One is worrying about things that I cannot control. It's out. God is everything, and I have control over nothing. And what I've learned in 2025 is I have control over absolutely nothing. I can control the way I feel, my own this personal book. What God has in store for me, I have no control over that. But I can control how I respond, how I answer, how I listen. I can do that. But anything else, I cannot be concerned with things that I cannot control. I can't. So I'm leaving that worry in 2025, and I'm going to give it to God. I'm just going to give it to him. Anything that is a concern, anything that's troubling, I'm going to give it to God. That's what I'm going to do for 2026, but I'm leaving what I can't control and worrying about that. I'm leaving that in 2025. And then the last one was I'm going to leave buying what I don't need in 2025. Buying what I don't need, leaving it in 2025. I realized that in the, especially as women, we want things. We need things, but we want things as well. I don't think anything is wrong with that. But I realized that I need to be cautious of what I bring in and what purpose does it serve. I'm a person that I love perfume, and if you see the perfume collection, the perfume video, if you haven't, you can go check it out. I have plenty.
Quite a bit of them seen now.
I am a perfume girl. I am. And so anytime I go in the store, the first place I'm going to go is the perfume. And there's so many different perfumes that are coming out right now that I'm like, oh my goodness, I really want that. But I'm like, Felicia, no. You're going to use the perfume that you got, and we're going to start seeing empty bottles. And you start seeing empty bottles, then maybe you can treat yourself. But things that I don't need, handbags. I don't need handbags. I got plenty. But, you see different things and you want it, And I have to learn that just because they sell it don't mean that I need to buy it. So I need to definitely get myself, get in position to just say no to myself. Like, do you need this? Do you really need this? And maybe think about it. And if I think about it long enough, I'm pretty sure I'm going to say no. But that's one of the things, buying what I don't need.
I think you've gotten better over the years, though.
Absolutely. So but it's still a struggle sometimes.
Okay. I mean, it's fair, especially with women, because y'all deal with accessory and some men.
Yeah.
Accessories and this, that, and the other. You want nice things. So I totally understand.
Yeah.
But I think everybody should do a self-evaluation of what you need to do, what you do excessively, and just to make things better in your world. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just take a look at, because everybody has a situation where they can look and say, you know what? This is excessive.
Yeah. And I have some excessiveness going on. But I did realize that, okay, just make sure you need it before you buy it. And if it's something I want, then how many times I'm going to wear it? What am I going to do? I don't just want to buy just because it's there. So that means I'm less of the material things and more of purpose. What do I want to go from here? So that is what I'm leaving in 2025.
That sounds like a course changer and a realignment.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think a lot of us need to do it. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot more of my out.
You ready for your in?
I'm pretty much into my ends.
Okay, so what's your first in?
I have trusting God to the fullest. Yes. As opposed to, just have a stronger prayer life with God and look for direction, and instead of me jumping in front of that process. Yeah. And I think a lot of us need to do that. Just be idle and wait on the answer. Sometimes we want it right now. Yeah. And that's the thing sometimes you struggle with. But I believe if you pray about it and your heart is right in it, that he'll deliver the answers in which way you need to go. Absolutely. And I think that's my number one. Before I move, I need to hear. Yes. Yes. And if it takes longer, I need to just ponder into that and wait until he gives me the answer. Because I've had the answer before, so it just sometimes takes time for him to move things out of the way. Absolutely. And that's my number one in for 2026.
My 2026 in, first and foremost, was definitely continuing my relationship with God and just being able to hear and listen and pause before doing anything to make sure that I'm going in the right direction. So that was one of my 2026. That's
pretty similar.
Yeah, I know. It was the first thing on my list. Wow. Actually, is just to have more of a prayer life and get closer so I can hear. I want to be able to hear. I want to be able to understand and know if I'm going down the road that he wants me to go down. So that is definitely one of my ends. Next, you're in.
In with pushing to new limits.
Okay. Explain for the people.
So, I know most people do their 9 to 5, go to work, come home, chill. But I believe if you want to get to new limits, you have to be creative. You have to burn the midnight oil. You got to do what you got to do. 9 to 5 ain't going to make it. You need to be creative in your studio. You need to be creative in your laboratory, invention, whatever you need to do. I think 2026, you need to really push the limits and go further than you did in 2025 with how you think, how you process stuff, so that 2027 can be like, you can look back and say, you know what? I pushed the limits.
Yeah.
God was with me. I didn't just slumber at night and got 10 hours of sleep. Yeah. I got less hours of sleep, but I was productive.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where my mindset is right now.
Yeah.
End with that. I don't care how tired you are. In order for you to be a game changer, you got to do what the other 99% ain't doing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's good. That's a good thing. But we're focusing on what you, not what.
Well, no, that's me. Yeah. But if y'all have similar thoughts,
R in it.
Right? If they have similar thoughts, they can jump on board.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
But that's us. That's the role of that.
No, that's Milton.
That's Milton. Okay, that's Milton. Yeah, all right.
That's your.
It was my thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Another one of mine is to self-care. Self-care is very important, guys. And for me, I do not enough of that. So in 2026, it's more about self-care. When I was in a hospital on Christmas Eve, it was like this rude awakening. Like, I was lying there thinking, okay, my blood pressure is high. And it's crazy because I've always been borderline anemic. I've never had high blood pressure ever. So when they said that, I'm like, what? My blood pressure's high? And I felt like because I was stressed pretty much that day, because I kept feeling like nauseated and dizzy and all that stuff. But when I was lying there, I thought, Felicia, you have to change your lifestyle, because I want to be here for my children, my grandchildren, my great-great-grandchildren, and great-great-great if I can. And in order for me to do that, I need to change what I put in my body and what I am giving my body. And so it's important for me not to have this New Year's thing, but to actually create a lifestyle that is healthy and that I can focus, I can see clear, I can, just be healthy and doing some things that I need to do. I need to not only, it's so easy to go out here and spend $80, $90 on a meal when I can go to me a Pilates class and work on me. So 2026, I'm working on me for 2026. I'm giving me the gift of taking care of myself.
Lord Jesus.
Period. That's one thing.
That's so good. Jeez, that's y'all. My next one, I'm in with next level lifestyles. I kid you not. Are you looking at my sheet?
I'm not looking at your sheet.
In with next level lifestyles.
Maybe we just think alike. I don't know.
There's nothing I can add to that except it is very important that you take care of yourself. That $80 is probably food that ain't good and probably ain't that healthy. you know, when you can, like you said, invest more in yourself. And that's just a great, outstanding ideal to do. Because without you, nothing else works.
Yeah.
So we have to be mindful of that. And in the hospital, I was really thinking the same thing. I said, we're going to dedicate an hour or whatever per day to do something that's going to contribute towards your good health.
Yeah, because we can either, I heard someone say, you can either take care of yourself now or somebody else will be taking care of you later.
Later, absolutely.
And I don't want that. I don't want to do that when I can control what I take in. I can control how I treat my body. And so that is first and foremost of just figuring out what I need to do as I'm and just throwing some things out and doing it differently. So that is one of the major things that I am going to do immediately.
And I would say we will probably be trying that before.
Yes.
Before 2026. That is key. You want to jumpstart.
Yes.
You don't want to wait the week of and say, okay, it's the 3rd now. Let me try it. No. You got it all in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's just
so
crazy. But
my next one is starting an online business. I've always wanted to. I have a bucket list of things that I want to do. I want to write a book. I want to do a journal. I want to do a devotional. I want to start an online business. Anybody who know me know I love accessories. I love accessories. We had an accessory store called Felicia's, etc. And this was while we was in Georgia. And so jewelry and accessories has always been a thing for me. And I want to start an online business in 2026. So I'm giving myself the first part of the year to just kind of research and do some things. But before 2026 roll out of here, there will be an online business. So I have to focus and do that. But I really want to put my time in doing the things that I want to do. You know, I think it's definitely time, especially when your kids are grown and, you know, they're doing their own thing and you got time. You got time to do what you need to do for yourself. And so I want to do that. And of course, just continue our platforms here and just put more into that in the other platforms as well. So a lot of that will be happening in 2026 for me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. That means working the midnight hour.
Hey,
whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
I got one. It's in with quality and not with quantity. And that covers a lot of things.
Yes.
Quality friends.
Quality.
Quality.
Not quantity.
Right. So I'm looking at quality food, quality vacation, quality clothing.
Yes.
So you're going to see a drastic change because, you know, you should take care of yourself, but you should treat yourself as well.
Yes.
So that's one of my things there.
And I think the last one for me within is to try new things. I'm a creature of habits. And so I don't really have a big palate for food. My son and Milton, they are foodies and they're always talking about different foods. And even my coworkers at work are always talking about food. And I'm like, ew. And I haven't even tasted outside of cheese. I'm not doing that. But I want to try new things. I want to go to different places I've never been before. So 2026, I want to try something different. I want to do different things. I want to experience everything God has for me, you guys. My 2026 is everything God has for me. I want it. I want it. It is my birthright. It is my DNA that he you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have a right to whatever he has for me, but I can't sit idle by and just let it slip away because I'm not doing, or I'm not in position, or I'm not connected to the person that can give it to me. Nobody here on earth can give me nothing like he can. And so I just want everything that's for me for 2026. I want it. I want it. And I am going to be in constant prayer of everything, new experiences, new places, help, finance, all the things. 2026 is more of focus. Focus, focus, focus. So, that is definitely one of the, my thing.
Yeah. Out with sitting on the side, idle.
Yes.
That's another out we can add in there.
Yeah.
It's time to get busy.
It's time to get busy.
You ain't too old. As long as you wake up in the morning,
That's right.
You can dream and dream hard.
You can dream. Dream your dream and then execute the dream.
Execute the dream.
Because if God is giving that to you and he's put it in your spirit, it's for you to do something with it. And if it's constantly coming up in your spirit, it's for you to do something with it. And when he start making you uncomfortable in the position that you're in, it's because he probably wants you to pivot and do something else and do something that is different. And so you gotta just focus.
Yeah, change course. I was told that dreams hurt because you yearning for something so bad. Mm-hmm. But when you get on the other side of that, it was all worth it.
It was all worth it.
So if you're going through some things and you keep getting knocked down and the people are saying you ain't going to be able to do it, you can't listen to that nonsense.
Yes.
You got to keep on moving no matter what.
Keep pushing.
Keep on pushing.
Focus. So that's our ins and our outs.
I got my last one.
You got one more? Okay.
Last one.
Go ahead. Okay.
My last one to close out is end with more. No, my bad. End with game-changing results.
Okay.
Which means you go through these things and you want to see results.
Yeah.
You don't want to be idle. You don't want to be like, oh, this is starting to look like 2025. If you need to pivot, if you need to change, if you need to readjust, then you want game-changing results.
Yes.
Keep doing it until you get results.
Yes.
So that's my last end with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think I've said all my ends. If I could leave you guys with something that is very important and something that I honestly learned from 25 that I think that you could benefit from too, is save $1. Save $1, you guys. There are going to be hard times and there are going to be rainy days. The storm will come. And you want to be prepared as much as you possibly can for that. So when you get an income in, pay yourself something and put that to the side for you a rainy day. If I can tell you anything, save you the amount of your bill for at least 6 months. So if your bills are $2,000, a month?
You need $12,000.
You need $12,000. Am I right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. $12,000 just aside, to put aside. If you don't have that, you shouldn't be doing all the other things.
Parlaying.
Because if you do, then it's just going to hurt you in the long run. Mm-hmm. Because there's going to be something that happens with a car. There's going to be something that happened with you maybe medically that needs attention immediately. Mm-hmm. There's going to be things. And what I've learned in 2025 is be more prepared for the storm. Yeah, be more prepared for the storm. We have to do that. So if I can just leave you with anything, please save $1. It's not how much money you make, it's how much money you can save. Mm-hmm. And you don't need all the things that you think you need. You don't. We just want those things.
Right.
And then when the time comes and we need something, we don't have anything to pull from. And so we're looking for we're not supposed to be borrowers. We're supposed to be lenders, especially when we are in Christ. We're supposed to be lenders. We're supposed to be able to give. We're not supposed to be owing people and borrowing. That's not the life that God would have us to have for ourselves, for our children. We're supposed to leave, legacy and leave inheritance for our children. And we cannot do that by just swiping the card and spending money. So if it's not a need and you can save it, you guys, save it. And then once you reach that goal, then listen, you're good. You're good. And if you want to do that trip, do it. If you want to buy something, buy it. Because you've earned it. Because you've done the work. So I would say that would be one of my things to tell you to do for 2026.
That makes sense. And just think about the economy from 2020, COVID, all the way to now. The way the economy is structured, a whole lot of things have changed.
Yeah.
Everything is up. So if you're spending the same amount, then you're going to be under.
Yes.
So you got to strategically approach this thing, like it's a war until you get to a safe spot.
So where you want to be. Absolutely.
So, just be mindful of that and take care of your family. And if you're still able and take care of yourself so you'll be physically able to do these things.
Yes. Take care of your body. It's important. This is the only one we get.
Yeah. So 2020, the end of 2027, we want to have
another conversation about
results.
Everybody is up.
Game-changing results we want to have in 2027.
Absolutely. So that's our ins and out for 2025 and 2026. We appreciate you guys so much for just tuning in to the Role Effect podcast, Just Us, our devotional. We appreciate you so much.
Absolutely.
And we thank God for you, and we hope that you continue to stay with us. We're going to continue to give you content. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Again, we will not have a podcast on Wednesday, but we will come on Thursday just to wish you a happy New Year's and just all good things for 2026. So that is going to conclude our episode today. Do you have anything else you want to say to the people?
We will see you Wednesday briefly.
We will see you Thursday briefly.
And
yes.
We'll continue after that. And I appreciate the support.
Yes.
Appreciate the roll crew.
Yes.
And looking forward to 2026. Definitely.
Amen. Alrighty. So until next time, you guys be blessed. And we'll see you on New Year's Day 2026. January 1.
See you then.
Bye-bye.
Late night, just us, two hearts, one love in the same sky. We don't need a crowd, don't need much. World fade out when it's just us. Just us, just us. Baby, I'm in love with the just us. Cards on the table, you know I don't bluff. You my queen, I treat your heart like it's made of gold dust. Playing on smack talk, you be talking your talk, then you curl up in my arms when the game's all stopped.